Hi, it's Trevor Leggett. Welcome to the Leggett Podcast. Okay, technology in the home. Let's have a chat about where that's taken us and some of the interesting things that have happened within the home. Smart homes, linkies, meters. So, you know, my own home, I'm like you, I try and keep up with the tech and I like it. It's fun anyway. Yeah. And as I say, I've got this smart home app on my phone, which is quite good. Which means as I'm arriving home, it will pick up my location and it will then trigger a series of events to happen, which start with the gate opening within the right distance for it to be open when I actually arrive at the gate, which is a bit of a time. Then the garage door opens. Yeah. And then when I get into the garage, the lights are on. Yeah. And then the light in the hallway's on as well. So I've got I've created an event on my phone with the timing between the different things that should happen. Yeah. Which is quite fun, but of course, you know, so I run the dog over or something like that, or something catastrophic happens on the way, and the whole thing, and quite often if I haven't turned the car around in time to reverse back into the garage, it starts closing.
And smashes up all your nice paintwork. Yeah.
So it's not perfect, but it's quite good. It's quite fun. Yeah. It's quite fun as well, because you can do all that from a distance without being there. Yeah. Which is good. And also control your heating, control your water, your hot water, whatever. Of course, put solar in, and you know.
You got all the Alexa guard dog as well that you can set when you're away to turn the lights on and off.
What's that?
Well, you know Alexa. You can as you walk out, you say guard my house, and it will then turn the lights on and off at a certain time. And if it hears breaking glass,
I thought it will start barking.
No, I think you can get one that barks as well. Which is the best bit, really. That's what you want. Barking Alexa.
Robot dog that barks as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good. You know, some patrolling
dogs. Yeah. Great.
Drones.
With big teeth.
Drones.
Well, you wouldn't need teeth, wouldn't they? Just electrocute people.
Weaponise your house.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, I've got EDF as well. I mean, now I don't really trust them, do you? No. With all these sort of like linkies.
But again, the amount of information that they want from you, they want to know how many people are in your house, when you're there, where you're not, so they can work out what your carbon footprint's going to be or how to save you money. But you think about that, because I was going to do it with my daughter, and I thought, I'm not going to tell them when she's in and when she's out and when she's by herself. Right. Because it's all right, I'm not saying they're going to do anything. But all they need is some to nick all their data. And suddenly that's released onto the dark web somewhere, and you've got half a dozen hackers trying to, using it all. So it's all very well, all this, give us all your data.
I used to quite like it when I'd read my meter myself and send them the meter reading, because at least I'd know then what I get. All I get now is a bill telling me how much I owe them. They could be lying.
They could be.
They could be.
Yeah, probably are. But no, it's... it's all double-edged sword stuff, isn't it? Because it is great to be able to, like you say, you can run your house, you can see if it's okay. I mean, for people who've got a second holiday home, for example, they can even just tell if someone's in there by the fact that the light suddenly goes on.
I had to reprogram it all though when it went. Mine broke the other day. My box, the actual centre bit, the hub. Yeah. And it picks up a Wi-Fi signal from all these little units that actually operate the switches for things that make them go on and off. Yeah. Oh my God, the electrician nearly pulled his hair out. He had to reset everything and restart again. Everything was a new it was a nightmare. Because as we'd gone, we'd added this, added that, and added this bit and that bit. And then all of a sudden the box broke and it went off. We thought we'd just replace the box, put the same code in, and off you go. Oh no, not that simple. No. You've got to start all over again. It's like those stupid hub things you get in England for the central heating. My electrician went and put his own email in there instead of mine. Right. And then we could never reprogram it, and the only person who could use it was him. Yes, it does have its faults, doesn't it, technology in the home? I mean, the internet's great and whatever. And how many times have you bought stuff online and it's not quite turned out to be what you thought it was going to be? Unless you actually know the product before you get it. Yeah.
But then again, you get people buying houses online. During
COVID, we had plenty of people doing it. I mean, let's face it, if we hadn't done virtual visits and we weren't using, I mean, how many times did we sell online during COVID? I mean, we probably made 15-20% of our sales were made from clients that never actually set foot in the home. Yeah. And I would have expected some problems from that, but there weren't any, surprisingly enough. No. You know, you would have thought that when they actually finally got to see the house, they might have been disappointed, or there's something they might not have seen, or might not have, but no, it works. And I mean, a lot of our agents now obviously do that.
Yeah.
They've got a client at a distance, they arrange an online meeting and show them around the house with a mobile phone.
Yeah. Would you get the smart glasses now? Have you seen those?
No.
But basically, it links to your mobile.
Right.
So what you could do is the agent can put their glasses on and just walk around like that.
Oh,
and
I
talk
see
to
the
at the same
cameras
time.
in there.
Yeah. And you've got a little heads-up display with all your stuff going on. But yeah, I don't know if it's any good or not. But again, that you know, virtual viewings you'd be able to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you think some of the really expensive technology we used to have, like those 3D cameras and things. My God, they were a fortune.
Yeah.
You can now do most of that on your mobile phone.
Yeah.
So no, it's you know, I'm not sure where that is going to end, because you still need someone to negotiate, and you still need someone to iron out the problems. And I can't see ever a machine, an IT solution to any of that. It's far too subtle, and you know, it's far too difficult. There are far too many. There are so many variables and things that can go wrong, and whatever you know, nuances to problems with the transaction or a negotiation with a transaction.
Yeah, I guess it could take you to a certain.
Get you to a certain
take
level.
you to a certain level. Yeah. I mean, you can now go online and buy a share in a property to rent out.
Yeah, you showed
it's
that,
called Realty or something. Yeah. And basically, they've tokenized the property. So it was the $100,000. You can buy a share for like 100 or 50.
Yeah, so it's like a blockchain crypto value.
Yeah, it's stored on the blockchain. But to be fair, it's pretty much like timeshares used to be, but it's the upgraded version. Really, yeah. No, and then they can build into the contract, if you like. Then they can put in different clauses, so it's immutable as such. But
it's just literally an investment product.
Yeah, but it's great. That means that you know, you could buy this place and people of the world can buy it. They'll own a part of it and they can sell that on if they want to, and they can get rental from whatever you really use this studio for.
Yeah, you were showing me. I mean, like, some of the returns are pretty good. They're like 10%. You know, 10% return on investment in a rental market is pretty good.
Yeah.
So, well, the rental market is so buoyant at the moment, especially.
Yeah.
Can't really go wrong.
No, I mean that was in America.
Yeah.
I don't know how it would work over here, but what is the rental market like?
Oh
now?
God, it's ridiculous at the moment. I mean, it's like every time there's a house comes up to let, there's 20, 30 people on it.
Okay.
I mean, even in a village like this, the guy down the road put his place on the other day. He said he had 60 phone calls on the same day. 60 people.
Why is that then? Because they can't afford to buy. They don't want to buy property.
Yeah, because the
anymore.
mortgages are hard to obtain. Young people are mobile. They've got a job. They've got a contract. A lot of people are on contract now for a year or two. They haven't got CDIs. They've got CDDs, and they're there to work for a while. And they don't want to buy there. Quite often, they want to buy where they came from. So I mean, and there's so many people now that just can't afford a mortgage because you need such a big deposit as in the UK.
Yeah.
Unless they're lucky enough to have parents who are well enough off to be able to give them the deposit and help them out, then they're pretty much buggered. But that means that rentals have gone up by 15, 20% in the last, 18 months, 2 years.
Oh,
Yeah. While property prices have stood still.
It's about the same, yeah.
So the return on investment is better than ever.
Yeah.
But the other side of that is now, obviously, the government have brought in the new DPE laws to mean that they've got to bring the property up to a standard, and sometimes the cost of doing that is just, knocks the wind out of it. It can be colossal because now they've got to have all special insulation, you've got to have double glazing, you've got to have this, you've got to have eco-type heating. And to do that in a house that's rented out at 600, 700 euros a month, you're going to spend, you can spend 100,000 euros to get it to comply. So I think there's a lot of housing stock that's why there's so little on the market to rent, because there's so little rental property that actually meets the standard. And it's too scary to rent a place that doesn't come up to the standard, because if the tenant turns around and says, well, I don't want to pay the rent because it's not up to standard, nothing you can do about it. Apart from do the work, and then you've got to do the work with him in there. That's
a bit,
Well, yeah, that hasn't really helped it. You know, this audit énergétique, as they call it in France. I think there's something similar in the UK as well for landlords.
Yeah.
And of course, in the UK, they can't even deduct the charges anymore. At least here, you can still deduct the interest on the mortgage. You can still deduct the building works 100% of what you do, basically. You can be offset against tax. So it's still probably better to do it here than it is there. I mean, the capital appreciation, generally speaking, is not as great. But I can't see there being a lot of capital appreciation in the UK market in the next 5 years.
No. No, I don't know what's going to happen, really.
Well, it'll be all right, I'm sure. 2025, middle of, I think it'll start to recover slowly.
Well,
it's not going to be a boom, though, is it?
No. No, it takes a while. We've had our boom. Got to wait for, what was it, 8 years for another boom?
Yeah. Well, who knows? But, you know, I wouldn't expect anything before 26, 27.
No.
Anyway, yeah. So there you go. Technology in the home, for the better or worse. When it works, it's great. Anyway, thanks for that. See you soon. Bye.